Okay. Hopefully all working well. So today I'm going to be working on well, I got the page tables done. So the next thing I need to do is patch the Apple device tree. Because right now the guest sees all the hardware the same way the host does, and I need to disable one USB controller, and then I need to virtualize the serial port. So let's start by disabling a USB controller so I can guarantee that that the guest doesn't step over my hypervisor connection over USB. And then let's see if I can make some exception vectors and if I can do some very basic virtual serial port. So run guest. I probably want to actually do this ADT stuff in h3.py. So in that case, this is the SEP firmware. I'm probably going to copy the ADT actually. No, I can patch it in place because we won't be using that anyway. Well, let's at least assign it like that. What's worse, USB 2 or Bluetooth? Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know. I've dealt with both and they both suck. Let's move my screen and hopefully not drop everything. I have an issue with this iMac where it's an old Thunderbolt 2 iMac. And Thunderbolt 2 ports are terrible because they don't really lock properly. And my audio interface is hooked up via a FireWire adapter. And if it gets disconnected, the kernel basically crashes because the driver can't handle the hot plug. I need to fix that someday. But yeah, so if I mess up by moving the iMac too much, my audio will die and I'll have to reboot and everything, which is not great. Hopefully that doesn't happen. So let's see. So I need to serialize this again. Let's see. Let's just call it build. I actually kind of forgot how you do this with construct. I think you just make like a generic thing to build structures. And so I usually use the parse. um, yeah, it's basically just we pass a dict, right? It's a property struct. It just needs to be a name size value. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Oh, this is tricky. 32-bit ints and 64-bit ints. How do I differentiate between them? Ooh. Yeah, I need to do something about that. What's the sanest way to do this? I need to tag somehow these properties with something, with some kind of type, but mm, maybe I can. Maybe I can just store these types separately. Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm? Be in a minute. Oh, that's what you mean. So, build process properties. Yeah, VTV. So, yeah, let's just do it. Let's do the heuristic like this. Maybe 32 evidence for the arrays. Yeah, this might work. how I am rewriting the ADT, because for the hypervisor, I need to be able to mutate the ADT to disable like the USB port for the guest so it doesn't clobber what I'm doing in the hypervisor and things like that. Also, the zip firmware address changes, and as far as I can tell, that's only in the ADT. Uh, Oh, your DT.py? Well, the only issue is that you used a different library, and I was already using construct, and it felt really silly to have construct and restruct in the same project. I already had this construct stuff for the ADT done since a couple of streams ago. I'm just adding write support now. So the question is, will this round trip properly? Let's see. This instance I int instance. uh, Hold on. How do I get utter when? Oh, in it. How do I do this? Like only for things? Yeah. What's the right way of doing this again? Setting slots or something? Previous line repeated 991 more times. Oh, that's annoying as hell. Is there no easier way of doing that? I mean, I'm sure that works, but... self-dict, yeah, you can do it like that. But get utter at least, hopefully we'll use it only if it's not found, right? Yeah. Can I use slots for this or something? Yeah. I think if I just use slots, it'll work. But anyway, I should still, because I'm using properties anyway, I should be doing this kind of thing. Types can go there. How does that work for getter? Just return nothing? Actually, that doesn't, it's not needed, but set utter needs to do that. And then I guess we need a del utter too. That is a thing, right? Yeah. Getting there. Path, or I forget that. So properties utter. Okay, getting there. That's not how you do it. It's for KV in items. It's just T. Okay. Getting there. Non-iterable int object. Oh, this is going to be really annoying to debug, isn't it? That children thing doesn't make sense. Oh no, it is calling build. Do I need to call build? Oh no, I don't need to call build. It's just c dot. Hold on. Right, that doesn't work. Right. Okay, getting there. Well, the number of objects is different, but a lot of it is similar here. And then what? Oh, name. We forgot the name properties. Yeah. Is that always first? I don't know if it's sorted. How does the chain trace? Ooh. Yeah, +1, right? But name isn't first. Is it last? Or is it sorted by something? Let me just not do this for now. It's not even... Yeah, it's not even in any sane order. It's just kind of totally random. In that case, I guess the property name. Yeah, okay. So let's leave it in properties. Actually, no. You know what? What I'm gonna do is put it in types, and then wait. Then how do I? And that's not gonna be nice, is it? No. Okay, let's get rid of that. Just leave it there. But all I can do here is, in that case, what I'm gonna do is not do this. But I need that. This is gonna be annoying because I need it for the path. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna store it here. Path is that plus name. Then we do. Okay. Parent path is path, and then underscore path is gonna be and just read name as a property. Oh, I closed that by accident. So when parsing, we take the name first, then parse using that. And then when building, we can just use the self path. That might work. Hey, did that work? No. Expect the Unicode string. Oh, for starters, it's just self name at this point. Yeah. We don't need to print it at least. Cool. And then oh, self not underscore name is just name here. And then we don't need this anymore. Okay. And then this isn't a thing anymore. Okay. Oh, just the padding. Excellent. Cool. Why? Oh. The other way around. Cool, that works. Okay, so hopefully this also works. Proxy utils. Actually, that'll probably just work anyway, right? Good point. Okay, let's see if that works. Is this alive? No. And for starters, it's not even plugged in. Oh. Actually, think it's not quite alive right now. Probably something. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. There we go. Mm-hmm. Wow. The device. Let's do it here. Or not. It's 21. Oh, let's go. Okay. I think we have the wrong baud rate. And chain load. Okay, run guest. That is still broken. Underscore children. Okay. That almost worked. It seems like it worked. Except I didn't actually do anything here. I didn't even save this. That's dumb. It's just that. Do it like that. Not quite. Data right T item. Just be. Let's do it properly. Oh, it's not even set item and deadline. Well, both are useful, but I need both actually. Do I have? I don't think I even have those. Yeah, I'm gonna need those anyway. And so we need those, get incident, delete them, and get attribute, set attribute. And del attribute. And we're back to breaking things. That is a lot of... Wait, no, it's not dict. Can I just make it fall back without doing that? No, that should not be there. Yeah, nah. It should... Why is that going to... It's going through here. Oh, utils. Oh, this is going through set attribute. Ah, that's why. Let's just do that. Okay, getting there. DT data. Okay. That seems to probably have worked. And then that just died, but did I get... Am I alive at least? Yeah, cool. So now I need to kill that USB port. And for that I need another yak shave, which is that in IODev, actually in the UART proxy, I need a way for the host to find out what device we're currently using, which is this stuff. No, if it already exists, it takes precedence over get attribute. So setting it the first time is what needs to bypass that, and then the other one works. Okay, so I'm gonna say is DT put that in there, and then I can just have it in proxy. I mean, I could put it in the header file, but it's really just for this, so I don't really care. And well, I guess it makes sense here, but might as well put it in the header file. And then we need a device for this. And actually, nah, will be later for different things. Okay. I'm thinking I don't really need to emulate the serial port if I just let the guest use that and only take over USB. But anyway, I need to add those to here. So let's do a reboot for now. And now in the hypervisor, actually, I think there's better ways of doing this in Python. Yeah, this is a thing in 3 now. I guess we can use the same things. Actually, why not like this? Since we actually have namespaces here. It makes sense. It'd be nice to put the proxy commands here too, actually, but that's a bit of an annoying patch, so Is there a bit mask version of this? Probably not, actually. Flag, maybe? Should probably commit after some of this. Guard sign in stream bit, yep, and FP test. Okay, something like that. I'm gonna proxy. And SMP.py has it. And then in setup, it's already importing everything, so it's fine. So for example, if I do FP test, that didn't work. How'd that happen? Oh. Almost. Wait, that's a bit annoying. Let's just make a flag for that. I don't know if that works. Let's see. Hmm? No, I guess it needs to be entified. No, I guess I should really just be using num, and in that case, I don't really need this. Yeah, it makes sense. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Yep, that seems to work. Let's see. I think that's fine for this. So let me commit. Not the ADT stuff yet. Let's just do this first. Actually, hold on. Yeah, that's fine. Put that in later. Do that later. Yeah, that should work. Eventually, this should also move to that, but for now, at least the higher level stuff can go to that. So now add the IO dev stuff. Not that. Let's add who am I? I dev who am I? Yep. Let's do the IDT stuff. Actually, oh, did I just not? Hold on. I forgot. I think I forgot hv.py in the previous commit. Yeah, I put run guest and not hv.py. That was kind of dumb. Because now I made changes there that require the changes. I just. Hold on. See if I can just undo. Entry. I think that was fine. Yeah, okay, so that was where I was. And then fix all that. And we'll add that later, but stash that for now, and then da, 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 da. Okay, that makes sense. It's all signed off, cool. And actually, I can probably just instantiate dev who am I? Yeah. Probably just want to import HV here, to be honest. I can just go in setup. Hmm? Oh. Ah. Should have built that. That works. There we go. But that's not what I want to do. I want to do it over WSC. Yeah, there we go. USB 0. Cool. And now the trick is gonna be it's already ARM. No, it is yes, that's ARM.io. Okay, so in that case, in theory, I can just picocom the mini device, and that's going to be serial. And if I do run guest, that did not work because I made a typo. Enumerate subchildren, yeah. Cool. It did not die. And this says error getting node. Excellent. This is what I want. And now, for example, if I go here and I if I open a shell, I can trigger probably a page fault by doing something like this. That did not work. No, because this is not mapped in Mini. So how do I trigger? Do I have something that is mapped in? No. I think we do have some memory that is mapped in one place and not the other. Hold on. So we did map all of that until 8, and then... No, it is all mapped, huh? Oh, but 0 is mapped at E0, whatever. Yeah, okay, so I can do that. This should give me a hypervisor exception. And it almost. Oh, well, it just died because it reboots when this happens. But it worked. So now this is the guest and this is the hypervisor. Excellent. Well, actually, this is both. Because the hypervisor is still printing the 0 port, which is okay. And I can disable that. Then the other thing I can do is disable other IO devs. So, for example, we definitely don't want the frame buffer to be getting printed, but like actually what happened? Yeah, I wonder what happened now. Like the guest and the hypervisor will be printing to the same frame buffer at that point. So that could be quite interesting. So yeah, at least the IO devs definitely need to be disabled. So what I would do is, can I iterate over enums? Yeah, cool. So if I do this, there's probably something in here that I can use. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, cool. So in that case, proxy. And then it's iodev set usage. And just 0 should do it. Cool. And in that case, if I just chain load that, and then I can run guest, open the picocom here. Oh, I get the IDs. I'm gonna get the names. It's cooler. But yeah, this initializes, and then if I shell and crash it by doing this, yeah, exception sync is because that's actually getting printed directly to the UART, which is expected. But other than that, it's not using that. And then, yeah, well, and then here it died because it rebooted before it got around to sending all the data, but that's fine. It would have sent it in the, probably because the UART slows everything down, but that's fine. Cool. Starting to get some separation between hypervisor and guest. Okay, so let me commit some stuff. There were fixes in here. That needs fixing. That. And then, no, yeah, that one should be in a different one. And that should be the other one too. I need to fix this. Sign off. And this is I had to fix this. Huh? Oh, hold on. Did I accidentally commit that somewhere? Oh crap, that went in here. ADT to PY. Damn it. I hate when I mess up Git like this. So what I can do is edit and then pick that again. So one has a missing file, and then we fix up with fix ADT, and then we fix that IODev thing. Okay, so in that case, and then that's only HV. No, sorry. Check out proxy utils. Amend that. And that's only HV. And hopefully, yeah, and then you just need to reword that. Okay, I think we're there. That's just the ADT stuff. Yep. Cool. Well, you know about reflog. Someone's mentioning interactive rebase. You can look at your history of commit IDs, and if you mess up, like if that rebase had messed up, I could just go, git log that, and this is the state before the rebase. So until you get GC, which will actually delete your commits, you can pretty much go back to. In this case, I didn't realize that it keeps like hundreds of reflogs, but apparently it does. And git logs, yeah, actually. I thought it only kept a few, but apparently it keeps a ton, so whatever. Hey, Mary. So cool. Okay, we fixed USB. This is very important because now it's just starting to get to the point where I could think about running macOS under this. I'm kind of curious if I want to run, like, if I want to actually try running macOS pretty soon, just to see where it explodes. The SMP stuff isn't going to work, but well, I need to fix the this. This is definitely dumb right now, but I guess one thing I should do is disable SMP, because then I can actually run Linux as a guest, and that disables USB. Yeah, so let's temporarily disable SMP because I'm not emulating the CPU startup properly yet, and that might actually work with Linux at EL1. I mean, I don't see why not. Um, that's worked before anyway. It's just that SMP had to be manually disabled. But if I actually, you know what? What this should do is in kboot.c. Reach some node DT CPUs. What I should do is just I need like an SMP is alive thing or something. And then basically in kboot, uh, speaking of, did I mess up the format? Hopefully not. No. um. So let's just do it like that. And in that case, there should be some documentation of this. I could delete the notes, but there's probably just a disable thing I can do. Linux documentation, device tree, bindings, CPU. Not topology. And that's not index, that's CPU. I don't know if Linux lets me outright like not set. If I don't set the reach address, it would definitely do that. But I think you can just disable it. Probably. This is a status okay, right? So status disabled on a CPU should work. Well, let's see what happens. FTT set prop. This should work. Oh. DT node offset name. In theory, that builds. Chain load, that should work. So then if I run guest mini.mako, though this is going to break... Oh, I just had an idea. You know, I have two USB controllers. In theory, one could be the host and one could be the guest. The problem is that I can't fit the port on the... but I have some Type-C extensions that would work. So in theory, I should be able to run Linux over the... load Linux over the secondary USB port. That actually would be useful. Because it takes forever over a serial. But let's just do it over serial for now. Also, the disabling thing should pretty much go through... I want to print that. Actually, if I do str, if I do that goes s, or how is it go? String. I forgot how to do this. Oh, it already goes to int. I forget how that works. I only started using f strings properly recently, so. Oh, is it bang? But it says it uses stir, but then it doesn't. Oh, that works though. That's interesting. Cool. So that should do that. Let me do a bit of committing. Yeah, that can go in the same one. Cool. So now, if I just do Linux, Yeah, that. I think I have some bootable Linux installed there. So basically just do a regular Linux. Not that. That should work. Don't need that. And if I'm lucky, it won't try to initialize the extra CPUs, and then it will work. Because if it tries to initialize the extra CPUs, they come up in yield 2, and then that explodes. The last time I tried this, it only worked with if I explicitly only started. Oh, almost. Not quite. MPIDR mismatch? Wait, how did that happen? CPU 0 is not alive. Wait, CPU 0 is not a thing. Oh. Hold on. Okay, this obviously is not what I wanted to do. Oh wait, I haven't actually disabled the other CPUs yet. But let's kill that. Not alive disabling. Well, no, it's not that it's not alive. That CPU 0. It shouldn't be starting at CPU 0. That's just kind of buggy. Because also the MPIDR is not even correct, is it? For... Oh, it just gets set to... I think the high bit gets ignored, yeah. Yeah, so that's fine. This doesn't even make any sense. This is the boot CPU. Why is this in the device tree? I'm not sure why it did that. But I guess as long as the MPIDR is correct, then Linux will ignore all of that. So the short version is that... I guess the better question is, I just do it like this. Just do it like this. Okay. So chain load that. And then in run guest, actually disable the CPUs. The T or wrap or something. S. CPU 0, CPU 1, yeah. Let's see if that works. Oh, there's another bug. Path is underscore. 1357, why? Huh? Oh, because the that breaks the iterator. Really? Python can't handle that? Huh? Why is that dead now? Oh, did I just break my kernel badly or something? I think it... Yeah. Okay. It's just for development. It's actually not to run Linux, it's to run macOS. It's to run macOS so we can figure out the hardware so then we can run Linux. But actually, it will be convenient to run Linux too for debugging kernel issues eventually. Because it's pretty easy to make a debugger once you have a hypervisor anyway, so why not use it for that? But the initial purpose is to run macOS so that I can learn what I need to make Linux work. I'm kind of curious about that Linux, about the Python iteration thing. Can I? In theory, iter is defined, so it should just iterate over children, and then if I delete stuff, really that doesn't work. Hold on. Get one, and then delete one. Yeah, it does break. Interesting. Did not know that. Okay. Well, then we can just do that. That should fix it. Chain load. Okay, that killed all the CPUs. This is not dead this time around. Pico can actually just do Linux. Let's see if that works. Why? Well, CPU 0, first of all, doesn't need to start at 0. Kboot. Why did it ignore that? Did it not build? Yeah, that would help, wouldn't it? And then What's going on here? Oh, it's not equal, is it? No, hold on. No, it should be the same. Yes, it will be possible to dual boot macOS with Linux. You can already dual boot macOS with Linux. That's a built-in feature of all of these machines. Hmm. Why does it think CPU 1 is alive? What the hell is this? I'm really confused. 2C? Which, by the way, in theory, I can chain load as a guest. Yeah, that does work. So I don't need to reboot that part. Okay. Oh? Okay, that actually worked, but why? And I actually got an exception to the host. Okay, so that's cool, but hold on. This is now working fine, and it wasn't a second ago. I just added a print. What's going on here? Did I just forget to save before and do something stupid? Okay, let's try that again. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this probably... it's interesting. Why did it fail? It failed trying to access AIC. The problem is I don't know what the exception is because this basically got the buffers didn't get filled properly, so I'll look it up later. But for now, let's see what happened with that. Okay, load it and then run guest. And then Linux again. This missing CPU thing will probably also be useful if, like, at some point Apple has devices with dead cores or something, which presumably would just not show up in the ADT. Okay, it works. I don't know. I probably just forgot to build or something. Or, yeah. Okay, let's add that code. Actually, let's do this separately. Okay. So this is now a good time to implement exception handling properly. Which is that I should start having hypervisor exception vectors. And what they should do is break into Python, like send a message to Python about what happened, and then Python can call a callback or something, and we get back into the UART proxy handler. But I might actually leave that for tomorrow or for a bit later, because it's about 10 p.m. here, and I should get some dinner. So I'll probably work on this a bit earlier tomorrow. See if I can get all the exception stuff done then. But this is a good start. At least I got everything committed, so I can push it. Oh. Huh? Oh, right, because I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it does that. Anyway, I'll push it in a second. I need to unlock this. So, cool. That was some decent progress. I think tomorrow I'll probably be able to get a good 6 to 8 hours into this, no problem. And that should be more than enough to get the exception vectors working and some kind of notification thing. And in theory, the end goal of that will be that, like, after I get this exception here, instead of this being in TTY mode, which is actually just it's actually not what I want. It will be printing the messages, and then I get a Python shell. So the idea is that Uh, uh... Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, so the idea is that whenever I get an exception in the guest, I can get a Python shell and then do something and return or something. And so it'll be really cool for like interactive debugging. Okay, then I'll be logging off for now. This was a pretty short one. And see you tomorrow. Bye.